Okay, I'm at Panther Creek Cave at one of the bigger side tubes. I'm at the side tube that's to the right from the main tube. It's hitting in across the main tube from the big U-shaped side tube. Let me show you where I am. I had to switch batteries in my light. Anyway, so this is a dead end. This is the side tube. Nothing particularly interesting here, just a bunch of cave, unless you know how to do vertical. So anyway, I don't have vertical gear with me. Sure as heck wouldn't do it by myself. So out I go. Did you know how to do vertical? This is the cave you're looking for. Ooh, hello. So look at this. Notice the different colors of the rock here, right? Now look at the floor here. Look at this particular rock. I was mostly purple. It's got gray spots. Interesting. Of course, some other rocks are like that too. Because what it is, the lining of the cave, that's all black. And then the where the rock broke away on the outside of the cave, you know what I'm saying? The beyond the lining is where it's all kind of reddish, pinkish, purplish, weirdish. Not really a good word for it. I'm shooting at well, let's see, my light's at 5,600 kelvins. There's your. Well, we can debate if it's Kelvin or kelvins later. There's more than one. I'm calling it kelvins. There's some people that say I'm wrong. Just letting you know they're wrong. All right. It depends on if you're using an adjective, like if you have a stick that's 12 feet long, but if you just use it as an adjective, you wouldn't say it's 12 feet long stick. It's a 12-foot long stick. So it really depends on how you're using it. Either way is correct, depending on the context. So officially I'm going through here. I'm keeping to the right to go through counterclockwise. So far, I lost count. I don't know what time I got here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. I've been in here almost 2 hours, at least an hour and a half. So I just switched my batteries. My batteries last almost an hour, depending on the settings. What's cool is, like, look at this. See how the wall almost peeled away here? And it's a little smoother up there. And it's really different up there. It's all the same cave. Fascinating. So if you've been watching, you'll notice too, this is even the main cave, the main tube of this cave. I'm almost back to the main tube. So here, the ceiling's only like 30 feet tall. Now look at this. Now this is a cave. Let me turn the light up to 100%. Okay, this is the main tube to the left. That's the way out. Notice the floor is like 10 or 15 feet below me, and the ceiling is 20 feet above me. Across the street there's the other side passage. And then over here, this is the way I'm going next. Wow. Is that awesome or what? All right, here's the light at 40%. The funny part is, look at this. I'm on top of a cliff, just a little one. I gotta get down here somewhere. The easiest way is actually just to sort of squat and jump. There. So there's a white arrow pointing the way in. There's the side passage I just did. There's the main tube I came in. Here's the other side passage. This one's not a dead end. This one loops around and goes back. In fact, I'm going to be going back that way. But just so you get a benefit of where I am, I'll hike up here real quick. Notice here, it's a pretty easy slope to get up. At the other end of this tube, it's a little trickier climbing down, but whatever. It's longer this way, but it's easier. This way is super flat. So there's the way out of this cave. There's a green arrow. Who might argue with an arrow? There's that white arrow. There's the side passage that's apparently a dead end. And here we go. Notice how curvy this cave is. Curves around pretty hard to the right. A lot of lava tubes do that. Just like regular water rivers. This is a lava river. So check this out here. This is like a little balcony. You could go underneath there. Got a cool little sandy floor. Ooh, all right. Notice people have been writing on the wall here. Look at that. A little bit of shape to the wall. Now we're having fun. Okay, remember earlier I showed you an upper level and I said, yeah, man, I've been up there. This is what I've been thinking of. See that upper level on the right side? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be up there in about an hour. Okay, maybe 45 minutes. See how it goes. I'm very lazy. But yeah, from here, it's like 20 feet up. It'd be very tricky to get up. It'd be really tricky to get down. So I'm not even gonna try those. So yeah, I'm gonna turn my light down to 40%. Just so my light doesn't overheat. I'll stick to the main tube for now. Here's something cool. I'm on breakdown rock here. Look at the color here. And then over here, oh, where was it? Thought I saw something cool, but now I can't find it. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I think that's just a piece of plant. I thought it was rock. I got excited for nothing. All right, never mind. Okay, so look at this. Look at how high the ceiling is. Dozens of feet tall. Wow. Like Lord Vader once said, impressive, most impressive. If an evil, actually what is, well anyway, you get the idea. Notice there's a big pile of rock here. Of course, if you're just trying to get through, you might debate whether you should go around to the left or straight over the top. Another thing too, of course, since this is breakdown rock, notice how much taller the ceiling is there. Wow. But let's go up to the top of this pile and look around, shall we? Okay, I'm at the top of the rock pile. Notice I'm nowhere near the top of the cave. So the moral of the story is, let's keep going, shall we? Okay. There. Look at this. It's another side tube. White arrow pointing the way out. So let's take a look around, shall we? Okay, here's 100% brightness on my light. This is the way I just climbed up. Yes, seriously. To the left is the way I came in. To the right is the way I'll eventually go. The ceiling, wow. Beautiful. Very tricky. All right, so let me turn it back down to 40% so my light doesn't overheat. Let's do some sightseeing, shall we? Ooh, like this. Hold on. Oops. Look at that. Small formation hanging on the ceiling. A few inches long, 1/4 inches diameter. Awesome. I don't know if you can see very well, but there's little formations on the ceiling here too. Breakdown pile. All right, now look at this. There's the way I came, right? Look above. It's almost like an upper level you can climb up to. Nice. And here's the way I'm going to keep going, hopefully. Are we caving now or what? I'm standing up, but just barely. The ceiling is about 7 feet or more here. So a little bit of room above me. Remember, I'm wearing boots and a helmet. So even if I'm 5 foot 10 inches with my, got a little extra height here. Now, whenever you go caving, go extremely careful. Notice this room looks safe. Notice the floor looks flat. The floor looks level. The floor looks easy. Go extremely slow, extremely deliberate, extremely careful. Notice the floor. Watch the floor very, very carefully. Do you see the problem? If you're not watching carefully, remember my light's 40 watts right now. My light's 40 watts. I can see extremely well. But look at this. It's dozens of feet down. If you were to walk off this cliff, it would hurt really, really, really bad. Don't do that. Like, even if you tried to slide down on your bottom. So look at this here. See how it's very rough up here? You have some texture, and then all of a sudden it gets smoother. You won't have anything to grab onto. So if you try climbing down here, I'm sure you could go about 10 feet ahead, but you have to be extremely careful. You have to be an expert rock climber. I bet people have done it, but yeah, especially by myself, there's no way I'm gonna try that. And nor do I need to, there's an easy way around. But yeah, look at the cool formations on the ceiling here. Couple small formations, nothing really cool. From the side, this rock looks kind of cool. It's kind of like George Washington's head in Ollie's Cave or Ole's Cave, however you say that. Okay, so the point is, looks can be deceiving. Go slowly and deliberately, very carefully. That's weird. It's like a pile of rocks here, but there's no corresponding hole in the ceiling. So I don't know how these rocks got here. Stork brought them, I guess. So as you can see, there's a breakdown pile of rock and where the ceiling is higher. So now you know where these rocks came from. But it obviously happened a long time ago when the cave first formed. So the ceiling's got plenty of time to grow cave slime on it. Notice there's kind of a small upper level up there, kind of a small upper level up here. Probably too small for people. Good luck getting up there. But yeah, it's there. Definitely some cave around here. Ugh. Oops, darn it, stepped on a loose rock. In this cave is not so bad because there's not a lot of fragile formations. In some caves you really need to be careful because there's formations everywhere. If you trip, you might break 10 formations. It's no good. I just like the shape of the ceiling here. It's so fascinating. By lava tube standards. You know, it's kind of fun to see a tube that's smooth. It's fun, sometimes fun to see a tube that's not so smooth. Okay, now we're back to the main tube. Remember, I came from the left. I'm going to keep turning right. Notice I'm up really, 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 really high. Now there is a ledge to the right. I could walk out on the ledge, but it's a dead end and there's no point. So I'm going to go straight down here. As long as you zigzag and go slowly and deliberately, this is seriously easy. See, like right here, you can still see I have a few feet to go, but there's multiple ledges. Even for, you know, it's not that hard. It's gonna keep your feet sideways instead of trying to go straight out. If you're obsessed with going in straight lines, you're gonna be really disappointed in caving. There's no straight lines around here. All right, let me look at my camera. Okay, good. At least my knee pads are behaving. When I was climbing through a harder part, one of my knee pads came off. I had to pause the video to fix my knee pad. But even the floor here, look at that. There's a little, like a, shoot, I forgot the name of it. It's kind of like a railroad track. It comes with different names. Could be a bit of a trip hazard. Notice how the cave is kind of smooth. It bulges out near the bottom. Or, well, you know, it bulges inward a few feet above. So, I'm not 100% sure, but one thing that might have caused that is if this cave, it flowed full for a while, and then it flowed just a few feet deep later on. So it bulged out more at the bottom. I don't know if that's for sure what happened, because it's so smooth, it doesn't really look like that. But that's one plausible explanation. Wow. Notice there's a nice big rock pile on the way. I didn't do it. Oops. So yeah, I'm at the top of a rock pile here. This is looking back the way I came. Let me just make the aperture bigger. All right, there's f over 1.8. Cool, let me look ahead here. Oh wow, looks like there's an upper level to the left though. I don't think I can get up there. But here's the way ahead still. So let me turn it back down to f over, there's 5.6. All right, let's keep on chugging along. I'm technically not even halfway yet, so I still got to get to the end. I want to do more of the upper level. The only way, it's a yellow arrow. The only way going out will be faster than coming in. I'm not going to do the side passages a second time. So, yeah, see how there's a big balcony up there. Turn up my light to 100% for a second. Yeah, see? So, it's not a side tube, it's just a... just a big ledge. Pretty sure I've never been up there. Nor would I know how. Oh, look at it. It's more graffiti. Man, what's with bozos these days? Don't you got a house to paint? I mean, think about it. Those people, they could get paid to paint houses. Like in American, what was that second American Pie movie? Bandcamp or whatever? No, that was the fourth. Well, anyway, you get the idea. So look at this. There's a way up there. There's a ledge up there. It's going to be too hard for me, though. Oh, man, here's more spray paint. Man, what a bunch of clowns. Oh, well, at least they didn't damage the formation. I'll give them an F+. Yeah, that's the thing. If I owned this cave, I would gate it. I wouldn't let people in unless they pay. Let me check them for, you know, spray paint and garbage. Kind of sad we have to resort to that kind of stuff. Okay, there's the way ahead in the tube. There's the way back I came. The question is, can I get up here and go up here? I'm pretty sure it doesn't go very far. Let me see if I can climb up here. Looks like it'll be a little bit of work. But whatever. Oh yeah, this is gonna be too hard for me to do by myself. See, I could go along here, and there's an area up there. I'm pretty sure it's a dead end. I don't think there's a tube. But yeah, you see how far I came up? By climbing up this mess here. But if I'm not careful, there's a cliff right here. Same thing, I could walk out on this ledge, but then I'd be next to a cliff. So how about no? All right, let's see if I can get back down. Hopefully the answer is yes. See, the thing is, physically I could probably go up here, but if I slip, I'm gonna slip down this far. So maybe with a bigger group of people, we can debate if we wanna take a risk like that, help each other out, spot each other's feet or whatever. But yeah, here by myself, I need to be careful not to do anything that might hurt really bad. All right, here we go. Let me just turn around here a second. So here's that ledge. I told you I could be up there, but I'd be right next to this. So if I fell down, yeah, it's not that far, but it was pretty rough landing. Ugh, excuse me. Yeah, there's the way back. Ooh, ah. In case you're wondering what a cave looks like. Notice what a mess it is here. Get to climb all over this rock. Like I just stepped on a rock. Probably weighs 100 pounds. And it's teeter-tottering under me because it's not in a stable position. Okay, now we're having fun. One thing to keep in mind, I'm not standing on the cave floor. I'm standing on a broken down rock. The ceiling's only like 15 feet ahead of me. There's your first clue, Sherlock. If I pan down here, look at this. I'm standing on a rock. There's like 15 feet down here. So yeah, I probably should be a little bit careful. I'm on top of a pile of rocks. Not at the very top, of course. So I could get up here. Small balcony. A lot of people writing their names in the cave slime. But look at this, where I am. To keep going, I'm at a cliff. I have to step over it. By myself, I can do it. But yeah, if you bring short people like children, be careful. So look at this. It's way under there. The way out is up there, if you believe the white arrow. Let me peek underneath real quick. Pretty sure this is a day.